In this video, we will look at planning for your burn to understand Burn Smart stages 1, 2, and 3. Before we even consider a planned burn, we need to understand the factors that influence fire behaviour. Make sure you have watched Video 1, an introduction to planned burning, and read the Burn Smart guide. In Stage 1, we are going to consider your property's fuel management strategy, identify and prioritise burn patches, consider burn intervals, and outline how you can work with your neighbours. Undertaking a planned burn is a big responsibility, which involves recognising and managing all the associated risks. In the wrong conditions, a planned burn can escape and become an uncontrollable fire, threatening lives and property. You can manage the risks by developing a good fuel management strategy for your property. A fuel management strategy is a plan to manage the fuel loads on your property each year. Planned burns may be used alongside other methods in your overall fuel management strategy, such as fire breaks, weed spraying, and maintaining an asset protection zone around structures. Start by making a sketch of your property, including things like buildings, driveways, fences, large trees, assets to protect, defendable zones, and water sources. From this, you need to identify separate burn patches, which are at least 10 metres from buildings or other assets, 1 metre from other burn patches, and separated by fire breaks, roads, pathways, rocky outcrops, or any other landscaping that won't burn.
You can also rake pathways through larger patches to help break them down into manageable sizes. Consider the fuel loads in each of the patches and prioritise the areas around the boundary and closest to buildings. Choose your first burn patch and then plan out subsequent burns for future years using the recommended guidelines for burn intervals. These can be found in the Burn Smart guide. Talking with your neighbours to coordinate a burn can make it smarter, safer, and easier. By working together, you can share resources and plan more effectively. This can also reduce the impact on native vegetation, especially when these are located over a number of properties.
Burning one patch at a time can allow wildlife to find refuge in unburnt areas and allows the bush to regenerate. Different plants also need time to recover from burns, while some trees and shrubs should be excluded from burns in general. Check the Burn Smart guide for more information on the life cycles and recovery needs of local species and vegetation types. Also consider how you will manage invasive weeds after burning, as this can add to fuel loads rather than reduce them.
Now that you've identified the patch to burn, in Stage 2, we'll review what you need to do to get it ready. Firstly, make sure you have the right permissions and resources, and that you've notified everyone that you need to.
Check your local government for more information on burning restrictions in your area and any other requirements before starting your preparations.
You'll need to organise your support crew. At least 2 able-bodied people are needed for the planned burn, and you'll need to nominate who will monitor the burn patch in the days following the burn. Construct new fire breaks using tools such as a metal rake. Remove any flammable fuels from existing fire breaks. Fire breaks need to be clear and at least 1 metre wide. It's also important to rake leaf litter away from logs, individual trees, and plants to protect them. Check that hoses are long enough to reach all points of the burn. If you're using tank water, make sure you've got enough water. If a fire does take hold of larger size fuels, they can take hundreds of litres to extinguish.
In the days leading up to a planned burn, you need to check when it last rained. Ideally, it's good to burn 2 days after at least 5 mils of rain. If it's been longer than 10 days, it's probably too dry. Check the Bureau of Meteorology website for your local weather forecast and any rainfall records from the past few days. Remember, you want a mild day, with a gentle wind, less than 20 kilometers per hour, and relative humidity of 40% or above. Check all of the equipment that you will need, including a metal rake, shovel, hose, and water supply, making sure it all works and can reach all points of the burn area. You will also need to wear the right clothes to protect yourself. A long-sleeved cotton shirt, trousers made of natural fibres, socks, leather gloves, a wide-brimmed hat, eye protection, and boots. So get everything you need ready before the day. Check your support team or crew and make sure that everyone is still available and informed. Let your neighbours know what is happening at least 4 days before the burn, and then again on the day of the burn. Any other requirements from your local government will need to be met before the burn as well. And this is a good time to double check you have complied with their needs. Now that we've reviewed stages 1, 2, and 3, you should have assessed your fuel management strategy, identified and assessed the areas you need to burn, prioritised the patch you will burn first, contacted your local government, spoken with your neighbours and organised a support crew, prepared the burn patch and everything you need, checked the forecast. It's now time to plan for the day of the burn. Watch video 3, Burn Smart, Day of the Burn, to learn more.